The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure that a man discovered hidden in a field. In his excitement, he hid it again and sold everything he owned to get enough money to buy the field. Why did he do that? He already had the hidden treasure. He already had the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure that a man discovered hidden in a field. In his excitement, he hid it again and sold everything he owned to get enough money to buy the field. Why would somebody do that? If you know, please tell me. He already had the kingdom of heaven. He already had the treasure. He already found it hidden. And instead of keeping it and taking it and sharing it with himself or sharing it with others and being happy, he hid it again, which is a huge risk. I don't know about you, but sometimes I hide things so well that I can't find them. So instead of being happy with the kingdom of heaven and being content in that moment, he stressed himself out by selling everything he owned. When I've tried to sell everything I've owned, I get really stressed because people sometimes don't buy it, or nobody comes, or maybe, well, this is all in the past, so maybe the future will be different, but people will pay less for it, or I put all this effort into trying to, like if I sell it online, I take tons and tons of pictures, I put thought into the posts, I post it online, and then I don't know if it's the algorithms or what, but it seems like sometimes people don't buy it. I think I've only had 2 things I've ever sold. No, not 2. Maybe like a handful of things of my possessions that I've tried to sell online. Out of all the things I've tried to sell online, only a few things have sold. So I don't know, that's really stressful. And then yard sales. If you've ever had a yard sale, oh my gosh. You put so much work into it, so much effort. And I've never had one so far that I've sold everything. Most of the time I sell some things, which is great, but then I end up still having a lot that I have to lug home with me or put in storage or donate, call people to like pick up donations. So it's like all this effort that's exerted to achieve and for this guy to receive the kingdom of heaven when he already had it. What does that mean? Maybe it just means that field that, okay, so since he had to buy the field, that means somebody else owned it. So somebody else owns this treasure. So he didn't tell the other person about the treasure. He didn't tell the other person, the owner, about the treasure. He's just like, look, I want to buy this field. Let me buy this field. And then he bought the field and he owns the treasure. But to me, it feels like he's keeping it to himself. Why not share it? The next one says, again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant on the lookout for choice pearls. Okay, again, I'm looking for treasure pearls. When he discovered a pearl of great value. So he discovered the kingdom of heaven. He sold everything he owned and bought it. Discovered a pearl of great value. He sold everything he owned and bought it. Okay, maybe this is a message to me. I need to start selling all the things I own. Taking things from storage, selling. Heck yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe. Or maybe this message isn't for me. Maybe it's for someone else. So I'll pray on it. Pray on it. Parable of the fishing net. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a fishing net that was thrown into the water and caught fish of every kind. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a fishing net that was thrown into the water and caught fish of every kind. The kingdom of heaven is available to everybody. It caught fish of every kind. So the kingdom of heaven goes out there into the water, into the world, and it's out there for everybody to get into, for everybody to take part in. It catches fish of every kind, all of us. When the net was full, they dragged it up. So the fishermen, okay, when the net was full, they dragged it up onto the shore, sat down, and sorted the good fish into crates. So they put the good fish, or what they deemed, their perception of good fish, they put them into crates and sorted them. So by the different type, okay, sorted them. So this one's good, this goes over here, and this one's a little bit different, but it's still good. It goes over here, this one. So people are making decisions, okay? And then they threw the bad ones away. That's interesting, they threw the bad ones away. Because that is a very human thing. I don't think God does that, but let's keep looking at this and see what it says. Ooh. Threw the bad ones away, and the next sentence says, that is the way it will be at the end of the world. That's the way it will be at the end of the world. Okay, so, I don't know. God, to me, that doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like God would throw the bad people, well, maybe bad people. Not necessarily people who are doing bad things but are good. But let's see. The angels will come and separate the wicked people from the righteous. So it's not God doing it, but he's sending angels to do his work, and they're separating it. So when people are taken out of your life and you're like, wait, like, don't go chasing after people. That's the message for me. Hold the phone. Message, Lord. When I receive it, Lord, I receive it. When people are leaving your life, don't go chasing after them. That's the angels of God doing God's work. The angels are separating the people. If you think, if you believe, if you feel in your heart of hearts that you have a purpose in this world and you want to serve God, or you want to serve the universe, humanity, you're on the path to self-service, and people are being removed from your life, it's okay. Let it go. They may come back, they may not. That's a whole different topic, but just know in that moment that the angels are separating the good fish from the bad fish. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Actually, that's what they're doing here. They're sorting the fish. So the angels will come and separate the wicked people from the righteous, throwing the wicked into the fiery furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Let me say that again. And the angels will come and separate the wicked people from the righteous, throwing the wicked into the fiery furnace, where they will be why is that so hard to say? Oh my gosh. In that fiery furnace, the depths of hell, could be our mental state, staying stuck in an energetic state, a mental state of depression, anger, rage, jealousy, depression, lack, survival, that mindset. There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth in that mindset. And that makes sense from a scientific point of view. When you are, every emotion has a frequency, and when you're at a certain vibration or certain frequency, there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth, because that is, there's cause and effect. If you put out a certain vibration and you surround yourself with that vibration, there's going to be weeping and gnashing of teeth. That's just what it is. Like, you can't pick up a snake and, well, okay, no offense to my snake lovers out there. This is just an analogy I heard one time, and I thought it was so cool. If you pick up a snake and it bites you, you can't get mad at the snake for it biting you. Like, that's in their nature. So the nature of staying in these fear-based and these survival-based and this lack mindset, the vibration, that frequency, it literally, it's not like that frequency doesn't have a choice. Frequency doesn't have a choice. It's just, I am vibrating at this level, and that's what I do. So yeah, the angels are trying to separate the good people. Well, I don't even want to say good people. I hate saying good and bad, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The angels are separating the frequencies, the different levels that people are vibrating at. And if you go chasing after that lower vibrational frequency, then you're going to be stuck in that. And there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So then, okay, and this is all in Matthew 13, I believe. Yeah, Matthew 13. This was parables of hidden treasure in the pearl, parable of the fishing net. Okay, so do you understand these things? Do you? I didn't at first, but as I'm talking through this, I'm starting to understand it more. And if you think I'm wrong about something, or if you have a deeper understanding, please comment and let me know, because I really do want to understand this more. But anyway, so Jesus said, and I love this because the words are in red in my Bible, so that means Jesus actually said it. So anyway, Jesus is talking to them, and he says to his disciples, and he says, "Do you understand all these things?" "Yes," they said, "we do." Then he added, "Every teacher of religious law who becomes a disciple in the kingdom of heaven is like a homeowner who brings from his storeroom new gems of truth as well as old." Let me say that again. Every teacher of religious law who becomes a disciple in the kingdom of heaven. So we're not just talking about being a religious leader, religious law, dogma, doctrine. You have to become a disciple, and not just a disciple of anybody, or just a disciple of Jesus. You have to be a disciple in the kingdom of heaven. I want to research what that phrase means in the original Aramaic and when it was written in Greek and everything. Kingdom of heaven. But yeah, a disciple in the kingdom of heaven is like a homeowner who brings from his storeroom new gems of truth as well as old. A homeowner who brings from his storeroom new gems of truth as well as old. You know what? I like that. I feel like that's what I'm doing here on this channel. I hope you feel that way. But if not, oh well, deal with it. No, I feel like that's what I'm doing here. I feel like I'm bringing you new gems of truth, and also old gems of truth that you might already know, but you just forgot about, or gems of truth that are old principles. Actually, a lot of the stuff that I'm learning right now and trying to share with y'all is ancient wisdom. It's stuff that's been around for thousands and thousands of years. They're old gems of truth. They've just been hidden in that field. And I want to bring it to you. I don't want anybody to be in that weeping and gnashing of teeth frequency. God, I've been there for way too long. I know y'all have too. I just feel that energy. If you're watching this video, people who aren't going to be watching this video if they've never felt that frequency. That's not the kind of energy I'm putting out. That's not what my intention is. My intention for this channel is to attract those. God, my throat. And you know what? I'm trying to open my throat chakra. I'm trying to speak my truth. Stand in my power and speak the word of God without being afraid, without being held back, without censoring myself. And that's something I've struggled with all my life. So it's interesting that my throat, every time I want to say certain things, my throat gets all phlegmy and clogged up, and it's like, I don't know if that's the world, like the devil trying to hold me back, or if it's just ingrained, stuff I've manifested or conditioning, or if it's even God like testing me, being like, hey, okay, there's so many times in the past where I gave you truth and I gave you a message to share and you didn't do it. You had that little phlegm, or you had that little stumbling block, and you let it hold you back. So I'm putting that stumbling block again for you, just to see, are you going to rise above? Are you going to push through it? So right now, in Jesus' name, I am manifesting that I am rising above this. I'm going to push through all these little obstacles that come my way, and get the message out there to you. So let's try this again. I don't remember what I was going to say, but anyway. I'll read it again. Every teacher of religious law who becomes a disciple in the kingdom of heaven is like a homeowner who brings from his storeroom new gems of truth as well as old. I guess I'm having a little trouble. I wonder if y'all relate to this, this message, because I've never actually owned a home. I know it's supposedly the American dream, but I feel like it's, and maybe it's just my attitude. Maybe I need to change perspective, but I feel like it's too, God, I don't even want to put that negativity in the world, but I feel like it's not for me. I feel like it's not aligned with the consumerism, the way you have to have so much money. It's just money, money, money. And maybe maybe money is not a bad thing. It just feels so unattainable because it's just like you have to have all this money. First of all, you have to have a lot of money to build your credit, or at least in the worldview. You have to have good credit, and to get good credit, you have to have like lots of money to be paying your bills on time. Even when I was paying bills on time, I didn't have a lot of credit cards. So I only had two credit cards, and I paid them on time all the time for many years. But then on my credit report, it would say that I have a low credit score because I don't have enough credit history. So I opened up a few new credit cards and started using them. And within 2 months, I opened up within 3 months, I opened up 4 credit cards, small amounts. I started using them and paying them off like real quick. My credit score shot up like about 150, approximately 150 points within just a few months. And then like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would I take on more debt? So to build you have to have a good credit score. Then you have to have thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars stored up for a down payment. And then on top of that, there's like closing costs. And then you never truly own your house unless you have like a buku bucks, like tons and tons of money. You never really own your house. The bank owns your house, and you have to pay them money. And then if there's repairs that need to be made, you have to pay the person for the repairs out of your own pocket. And then you have to pay taxes. You have to pay mortgage. You have to pay taxes. You have to pay homeowners insurance. You have to pay property tax. Like, there is just so much that goes into it that, like, I don't know. I'm just not interested in having that kind of life. I do want to have a house, but I don't want to have to go through all that. Anyway, so I'm rambling. But the whole point of that is I don't really relate to that. I can't really understand that analogy or that parable because I've never been a homeowner. So when it says, so maybe y'all can explain it to me. When it says, every teacher of religious law who becomes a disciple in the kingdom of heaven is like a homeowner who brings from his storeroom new gems of truth as well as old. Don't know about the storeroom, but I definitely understand new gems of truth as well as old. That is what I'm trying to do here. I want to give y'all the truth of the kingdom of heaven. Ooh, man, I felt so anxious and sad when the energy, of what I was just going on about not having a house and stuff. Like, it totally took me away from that other message, and I want to cry. Anyways, new gems of truth as well as old. So yeah, here's a gem of truth for you. Ooh, maybe I could, maybe another title for this message or for the channel or a playlist is Gems of Truth. New gems of truth for one, and gems of truth for old, or old gems of truth. I don't know. Anyway, truth, God. Yes, the sun is coming out of the clouds. Let me turn this thing around. Can I turn you around? Ooh, does it let me turn it? It's coming out of the clouds. It's a brand new day. Namaste.